Why hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Changing Times. My name is Ron. I live in Leominster, Massachusetts. I'm 64 years old, and on August 17th, 2020, I decided to go into ketogenic lifestyle, or keto. After watching quite a number of YouTube channels, I came across this wonderful channel called Keto Rewind, and the Keto Rewind Facebook support group. And after watching a lot of Jess's videos 2 or 3 times, I was very impressed with that young lady, and I decided to make a change forever going forward for the rest of my life. I made the change to go on the ketogenic lifestyle, and today is September 17th, 2020, and I weighed in this morning, and I'm happy to say that I'm down 17 pounds for the month. I started out at 325 pounds, and today I'm down to 308. That's a 17-pound reduction in weight for the month, and I'm very happy and I'm very pleased. Now, I didn't get going until about the second week of the month, because the first week I was kind of transitioning over from the bad foods to the good foods and replacing all the bad foods that I was eating with good foods. And my wife's not on keto. We don't have any kids, so some of those foods I just can't junk out. She still eats a lot of that stuff, but my wife doesn't have a weight issue like I have, and so we made the decision going forward. Now, the second week we were doing we had some doctor appointments, and that was a very stressful week for me. I was in line 4 hours doing a COVID-19 test on a Monday. Tuesday we had to prep for a colonoscopy. Wednesday we had 2 surgeries. We had a colonoscopy and we had a scope test done, and we had the MRI done on a Thursday. So once all that was all done, I kind of I was back to my old self again, but we still managed to lose weight for that week. Wasn't much, but maybe a pound, and I'm happy with that, and I was fine with that. So we did all that. So after all that, just on Keto Rewind, she put out a challenge to get out there and move for the month of September, and I pretty much been going out there every day that I can, and so some days that I can't, I've been making up for it by going walking a couple of times a day, maybe sometimes 3 times a day, and I'm going to tell you how all that went. So yeah, so life's been good. Getting back to my my MRI, we have a herniated disc and a sciatic nerve. The herniated disc is coming in from the outboard, causing me to lose my balance on my right side. Not all the time, but every now and then my leg will buckle, so I have to be careful. So I use a cane for my safety, and it's been working out okay. I've been getting out there 2 or 3 times a day, as I said. Sometimes I go to the downtown. I'll take photographs of the downtown, and I'm a videographer. I'm a freelance photographer and freelance videographer. I do volunteer work for our city. I work a ton of hours. I do about 60 hours of volunteer work. I don't get paid. It's not a question about getting paid. I love giving back to the community. And during the COVID-19 shutdown, I went out there every day during the month of March and April that I could, and I grabbed out about 3,000 photographs and video to document the city. A lot of you guys don't know this, but last year I got a call from my friend Pat LaPointe, and he said, "I want to congratulate you." I said, "What for?" I said, "You won the Citizen of the Year award for 2019. So I was really crying, and I was happy, so we have an event here in Leominster called Starburst, and every year they award the female and the male Citizen of the Year, and it's called Starburst, and when it's complete, it's followed by fireworks, and it's a huge event here in the city. And of course, this year it all got shut down. So that was really, really cool, and I was really touched, and I was really happy. And when I accepted the award, I was emotional. I couldn't sort of say too much, and so that was really cool. And so what I do for the city, I'm a member of the Leominster Historical Commission. What our function here in the city is to sign off. If you have a house that needs to get renovated, before you can do anything, you have to come see us, and we sign off what's called demolition delay. And in demolition delay, then if we look at the property to see if it's historical value, and then you ask us, well, what do you want to do to your property, and hopefully it won't change the value of your property, and then once we determine that, we sign it off, and then you can get a building permit. Okay, and that's just a little portion of it, based on what I can remember. So I'm a member of the Historical Commission, and then I'm a member of the Leominster Historical Society, which I'm a very proud member of all the places that I volunteer. My friend Mary and I last year did a TV show called This Month in Leominster History, and that was about the events based on every day of the month on the history events. And so we researched it, put photographs, video, went on location. We had a lot of fun doing that, and I'm thankful that we did that because we have video of my weight and what I weighed during back then. So that was really fun. And what else? And I'm a member of the local access station, Leominster TV Access, LTV. I film a lot of local events for the city, and I enjoy it. Once in a while, when those guys get really busy over there and they can't go out and film, they'll call me up and ask me, Ron, can you go out and do a ribbon cutting ceremony, or can you film this for us, or any of those type of things. I love filming. I love filming the colonial band concerts we have here throughout the summer. We were fortunate enough to have 4 before everything got shut down again. So I do a lot of activity there, and then so one day I was at Barrett Park, and that was part of the 26 miles of hiking trails, and I'm sitting on the playground on the swings and the slide, and I happened to, one of my Facebook friends, she came by, she says, "You're Ron, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And so I asked her, I said, "Can you do me a favor?" She said, "Sure. Can you grab a couple photographs of me sitting down on the slide?" And she said, "Sure, I'd be happy to." And I told her about my childhood memories that we used to do when we were kids, growing up, and my weight loss journey and how it was going, and I wanted to relive my childhood memories. So, and being big, a lot of times I couldn't. So now these are all some things I'm looking forward to accomplishing. And so I told her that I want to slide down the slide, and I had done that in years. And so this past Sunday, when I was by myself, I decided to climb up on the high slide area, and I was looking around with my camera, taking video and everything, and just, well, geez, can I do this? And mind you, it was like 9 in the morning on a Sunday. There was maybe 2 people there walking, but they were on the back side of the park, and they said, "Oh, I'm gonna give it a try." So it was pretty funny. I actually slid down the slide. I just videotaped myself of a selfie stick while going down the slide. Hi guys, this is Ron Gerard. Today I'm having a childhood moment. Today we're in the slide at Barrett Park, and I'm actually going to attempt to slide down it today. I just thought it'd be a pretty cool, fun video to do. So I'm 64 years old. I'm on a weight loss journey for life. These are all things that we used to do when we were kids, and there's nothing wrong with being a kid even at 64 years old. But I just thought you guys might enjoy this, and we'll see how I can just slide down this. I kind of high steps here to get up into this swing, but a slide rather. But a couple of people over there, and we're gonna give it a try. So I'm gonna get over here, just see as I go slide down. A little bit wet because of the overnight cast, and I did it. Woohoo! So I did it. You can hear a lot of screeching and did it, but it was kind of cool and neat. So later on this week, I'll probably come back here and set the camera up again, and you can see me coming down. But it's just the first time I ever did this since I've been about 10 years old. So let me know what you guys think. Just a little pretty fun video. The noise you were hearing was just my feet squeaking up against the side of the slide. So I'm just having a childhood moment today, and I hope you really enjoy this. But
some great news, guys. The 17th of this month will be my 1 full month being on keto. Now, starting after the 17th, we're going to go on what's called a clean keto. And we got our scale in this week, so we can weigh out our food. Tuesday, we're going to be getting our perfect keto collagen, unflavored. I switched my ketchup to Heinz to the Heinz unsweetened flavored, and I went on to a healthier sugar for my which is keto approved, but it's I can't pronounce it, but it's called ALLOUSE, and it's a really good sugar. And I bought some measuring cups, and I bought some tablespoons, different sizes to measure out what I need. Found some really, really great recipes on YouTube that I'm going to try out. I've been following along Keto Rewind's YouTube channel and Keto Rewind group support on Facebook. But I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, you can have fun at any age. It don't matter how old you are. But the point of it is to keep active and stay healthy and have fun while you're doing it. But this is kind of pretty cool and fun. So I have my little selfie stick with me today, and I'm doing some video because I can hold the video straight in my hand without worrying about not too much of a shaky video, because my hand's not that steady enough to hold it. But I pre-weighed myself this morning, guys. I'm down to 306 pounds, and that's an 18-pound weight reduction in almost a month. And I really didn't start following it to the letter, probably about to the second week I was on keto. The first week was kind of a transition period for me, you know, to junk out the bad foods and replace them with the better foods. And every time we go grocery shopping, I still haven't gotten my olive oil yet that I need to get, the avocado olive oil. I was pricing it out this past week, but you know what? I have to make the switch. It's about, for us, it's almost $20 a bottle for a big bottle, and I have to get that. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be picking up this week. I'm going to be trying avocado again to see if I can like those. And I saw some great recipes that Jess has been putting up with the when she did keto clean for following up. I'm going to be following your plan for that 30-day challenge that you did at the beginning, and we'll see how much weight I can lose. But I just want to let everybody know that I was feeling terrific. Last night I had a great night's sleep. I fell asleep at 9 and I woke up at 5:30. Didn't wake up once during the night. And I feel like a young kid today. So this is why I did this today. My legs, my back, everything is pain-free. I can't get over the amount of energy I have in me. But I'm just recording this because I thought you guys might really like to see what you know, some fun activities that I've been doing. But
now, the next time up there, I'll actually take video from the front side. And hopefully I'm going to bring a friend with me next time I do that, and I have her film me. And so that was pretty cool and fun. And remind you guys that no matter how old you are, you have to have fun in life. You have to get out there and enjoy life. Life is too short. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living life for the moment, and I'm living life to have fun. And I'm going to enjoy life whatever time we have left. And I want to get healthy, and I want to stay healthy, and that's the bottom line, is to be healthy. And I'm doing this all safely, and I'm not hurting anybody, and I'm not doing anything that I'm not supposed to be doing. So we did the slide. So we did the slide. Now Barrett Park is one of our 26 miles of hiking trails we have. We have it throughout the city of Leominster, and I go down there quite often. And I enjoy it because it's beautiful. There's a lot of great scenery. There's a lot of hiking trails up there I haven't explored yet. So next time I start going back over there, I'm going to start exploring some of those hiking trails. So that's Barrett Park. So then we go to a place called the Doyle Estate. The Doyle Estate made the top 10 list of one of the most beautiful places here in Massachusetts to visit. And I did some live blog videos while I was up there this past week, and I walk around the perimeter 2 or 3 times. It's probably a couple mile walk anyways, at least. And we did a nice time lapse video on that, and that came out really cool and neat. And and the property is so beautiful up there. There's a lot of the trees are over 200 or 300 years old. Some of them. The property has been here a long, long time since the Civil War days. I got some great photographs, and I'll put out on the timeline so you can take a look at them and what I've been doing over there. When I'm up there, I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people know me. Just about everybody knows me in Leominster. The mayor of Leominster, Dean Mazzarella, I went to school with him, went kindergarten. So the mayor has been our mayor of Leominster for 20 plus years, longest mayor in the Commonwealth as well as the United States. That's how far back Dean and I go back. So when I get that, going back to the Starburst Award. So when I get the Citizen of the Year Award, I got awards that from the Governor Charlie Baker, signed proclamation from Dean Tran, an award certificate from the Mayor of Leominster, Dean Mazzarella. Natalie Higgins, a state representative, gave me an award. I got an award from the Leominster Historical Society, and I won documentary awards from the Leominster Access Television Station, LTV, which is a local access station I volunteer. Now, getting back to that girl that was taking a photograph on me on the slide, she's the secretary of the cultural committee, so she asked me, well, how do you feel about becoming a member? And so I said, yeah, I was thinking about it for a while. I didn't know where to contact, and so they're going to be inviting me to become a member, and I'm hoping, and it will become a member of the local access station of our twin city, Fitchburg, but their local access station, FLATV, Fitchburg Access Television, and so this is pretty much about what I do. I volunteer a lot for the city of Leominster. I love giving back to the community. The other day we got a call from the church of St. Cecilia's, and one of our local parishes that I went to school at, when I went to Catholic school, and she asked me if I could, they're doing a flea market this coming fall, and she asked me if I could put something together for the parish. So I went there a couple of days doing some video, and I put together a nice video for the church, and I just love filming. This past summer, I filmed the 70th birthday party. They had a drive-through for the priest at the parish. I filmed the Easter Sunday Mass, and I filmed the Mass Sunday Mass. And I felt kind of awkward. I did a couple of masses in between there for the church because I felt like, well, Jesus, only like about 5 of us in the parish, and under normal circumstances, every one of the pews would be full of people, and because of the shutdown, we were limited to, that little people. We were all better than 20 feet apart with masks on, and so that went well. But and when I was filming, I'm looking around and saying, well, who am I here really to film when people love to go to their churches? But there was a reason why I was put there to film that. And I do some other filming for another parish in here called St. Anna's Parish, which I really, I just really love filming. And so now we're going to get to our activities for the month of September. So getting back to that Move Challenge, my childhood memory, we hadn't been over to a place called Mount Wachusett in quite a while, and that's up in Princeton. And so Sunday, I texted my friend Mary from the society, and I said, Mary, how do you feel about going to Mount Wachusett? And Wednesday, and that was yesterday. And she said, Ron, you read my mind. I was thinking about the same thing. So we said, well, we'll see how it goes on the weather in that morning. And so her and I, we decided to go that morning. And mind you, I hadn't been there in 50 years. And we drove up, and I did a lot of walking around the area, pain-free. I came up to this kind of rocky formation, and I told Mary, he says, Mary, I'm going to try climbing up there. Can you do me a favor? Can you get me on video so we can see how it goes? So I'm climbing up the rock formation, and as I'm getting up to the top, I wasn't losing my balance or anything, but to balance myself on, mind you, it's all slabs, and they're all slanted, and they're going every which way you can imagine. So I'm climbing up the steps, bad back and all, and my cane, and I was trying to feel for some brushes, some brush holding on to the brush to make sure that I could hold on to it in case I felt myself losing my balance, making sure I wasn't going to pull anything out of the ground. And I was kind of like climbing up that way. And I did it very, very carefully, very, very slow. And then when I got up to the top of the path, Mary says, "Where did he go?" and I kind of went to the left of there, and I was putting my cane down, and then I was grabbing my selfie phone because I wanted to do a selfie. And then I yelled at Mary. I said, "Hey, Mary!" And she couldn't take a picture of me. And that's when I got my hands holding up a victory, kind of like Rocky Balboa on the movie Rocky. And so that was.
So yeah, he's making it no problem. Look at you, all right. And where'd he go? I can't see him anymore.
And then I went over to Doyle Field, which is another part of the 26 miles of hiking trail in Leominster. And I walked around the track backwards. That was pretty funny and messed up. And then I walked around the other way, and then I came across the a swing up there, the swing sets. And I was wondering if he had any merry-go-round. I didn't see any merry-go-round. I wanted to go on the merry-go-round, but I haven't done that in years. So when I went over to the swing, he said, "You know what?" I told my wife, Donna, "I'm going to sit on the swing set, and I'm going to swing for a little while." And mind you, there's kids there and everything, but I didn't care. I'm having fun. I'm having a childhood moment. So I grabbed a hold of somebody walking by, and I says, "Hey, can I borrow you for a couple of minutes?" And she knew who I was. "You're Ron, right?" And I told her about my weight loss and how things were going. And I said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you grab a couple of photographs of me on the swing set?" I told her I'm documenting my journey and documenting things we used to be able to do when we were younger. She just said, "Yeah, sure." So I have a couple of photographs of that, and I show a little video of me on, when I was walking around the perimeter. I put that up on
today at Doyle Field.
That was only about
Going
13
around the
second video.
track a couple of
I wanted
times,
to pay
maybe 2 or
attention
3
to it
times.
when I was walking.
And I just want to say,
so then I went over
thank
to
you very
another
much.
park, 26 miles of hiking trail in Leominster, and we walked through the wooded area over there. They have some nice benches to sit on. It's called Prospect Park, and we're so blessed in our city to have a lot of these great places where we can go walking. And then another time I went with my friend Mary. I said, "Want to go walking with me this morning?" She said, "What did you have in mind?" And I said, "We went over to the Evergreen Cemetery, and we went walking through the Evergreen Cemetery." And I was pretty much walking the whole time. I had my cane, but I didn't really use it all that much. So that was a fun activity. So we're definitely going out there every day that we can and do some activities. Now, if the Wachusett Mount wasn't enough for you guys, the same night I went back for another walk. I went for a mile walk at Shilling Farms, and I was doing some time-lapse photography last night, and I didn't like how it came out, but I got a little bit. I'll post it up, and then I'm still practicing. I'm still getting better at it, but I got to get some things to make it all work. And during that Saturday, we went over to Shilling Farms, and we did a live video blog for Keto Rewind to let you know what we have here in Leominster, and I'm pretty sure most of you saw that video. And so that came out really cool. So now we're going to what I ate for the months, a couple of different things I tried. I made a 90-second keto bread, and that came out pretty good. I never tried that before. So I put 3 tablespoons of almond flour in a bowl, melted a little bit of butter in the bowl, added the almond flour, added half a tablespoon of baking powder, a little bit of salt, a little pepper, 1 egg, just mixed it all up, put it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and lo and behold, I had bread. And as much as I love white bread, I'm not going back to those type of foods for a long time, if ever. And when I had that bread, I says, okay, this will work. So I made a nice ham sandwich with a slice of tomato on it, no mayonnaise, salt and pepper, and it was terrific, and it satisfied me. And then another meal I made a chicken lasagna, just like you would a normal lasagna, except without the noodles. And I bought a jar of unsweetened marinara sauce and regatta cheese and mozzarella cheese, and I laid it out. And when I did my research on the amount of that I ate, one serving size was like about 680 calories and 13 grams of carbs. And incidentally, I'm counting my carbs and my macros on a program called Carb Manager. And I'm trying to keep my carbs down to 20 grams of carbs, net carbs a day. And it's been working good. And so I'm getting out there walking, and I'm going to show you something else I bought, guys, which I'm going to be trying today. I bought this. It's called Keto Collagen, and it's a chocolate brand. I sent out for the Keto Collagen unflavored brand, and I'm going to be using that once a day to help with my skin. I'm hoping to get rid of this gobbler at some point, but yeah, it's going good. I just hate it when I tell people that I'm losing weight, and one guy says to me, he says, "Yeah, so what are you going to do when the day that on your 1 month?" He says, "You're going to go and buy a pizza?" And I just hate it when people are negative and they put you down like that. And I said, "No, I'm going out and I'm going hiking." And she goes, "Yeah, right." And I go, "Yeah, right, I am going out hiking. And if you're going to be that way, I'm not going to tell you anymore what I'm going to be doing from this point on. Because I'm so sick and tired of these people putting people down for something which I'm trying to achieve, which is trying to be healthy." And so we did that, and we're having a lot of fun on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of planned activities for the month going for this coming month, for my second full month on keto. Starting the 1st of October, because I'm going to do this on the first full month on going forward. We're going to go keto clean, and on Jess's challenge that she had done a while back ago. Prior to that, we're going to go 7 day. We're going to do the bread and butter fast for 7 days, and then we're going to go keto clean for the whole month of October. And we're hoping for a good month, but I don't want to get caught up on the scale. Yeah, it's great to know how much you're doing and stuff like that, but it's more important to get healthy. And I feel a huge difference in my clothes. Don't fit me anymore, some of them. And I'm going to be doing I'm going to measure my measurements and put those in on a timeline. The measurements that I do is my neck, my chest, my belly button area, and my waist. And those are the 4 areas I'm concentrating on. When I first started, I recorded the measurements, and I know my belly dropped really quite a bit, because when I had done that TV show with my friend Mary, I had bought brand new shirts around Christmas time just to have the shirts, and they don't fit me now. They're too big, so now I gotta go and buy a whole brand new wardrobe, which is great, but I'll probably wind up going to some local Catholic charities, so I don't have to spend a lot of money on new clothes, knowing that down the road I'm going to have to do the same thing again. So that's a good feeling. And I don't know if I have anything else to add for the month, but I just wanted to add some childhood memories that I had planned for, some things that we used to do when we were kids. I made up a little bit of a list. I do want to jump from an airplane when I reach my appropriate goal weight. I want to go to Florida next year. I've never been there. I want to go to Disneyland. Coming up this coming month, if there's enough leaves on the ground, I'm going to volunteer to rake up some of these leaves and I want to jump into them in a big, huge pile. And I thought that would be a fun activity to do. Skiing, I never done that before. I'd like to try that when the snow starts flying. Trampoline jumping, I want to try that. I hadn't done that since the junior high school days. Okay, here's kind of a bowling. We haven't done that in a long time. We used to be in a bowling league back in the 70s, and we want to do that again. Sliding down a hill in the wintertime, I thought that would be a fun activity. Making a snowman, having a snowball fight. These are all things we can do here up in the Northeast. Maybe when I go to Florida, I know they do this down there, but I'm not sure. But, you know, this is one way out there. Bungee jumping. And all these things I'm going to be videotaping and recording. These are all fun, safe activities that I can do. And I'm going to do them. Now, if you have any other activities that you want me to do, that stuff that you remember when you were kids, let me know in the timeline, and I'll be see if I can do them and show you that just because you're 64 years old, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still go out there and have fun. And that's what life is all about, having fun, enjoying, and giving back to your community. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And with the help from Keto Rewind's YouTube channel and the Facebook support group, it's been a real privilege posting my posts and getting a lot of positive response. During the early days of the COVID-19 shutdown, I started putting up a positive quote every morning, and people seem to be enjoying it. And I continue doing it to this day. And I said, well, I'm going to put one up on over there for Keto Rewind support group. And they seem to be enjoying it. So I continue doing now both with the positive quote. I search for quotes online. I'll mix and match them with some of my own. And I wanted to mention to you, Jess, about your YouTube videos. I know you had a problem with your copyright and with companies stealing your information. But going forward, you should really put copyright on your tagline and a watermark. I know it sucks, but I'm even going to start doing that with this one going forward. Because if I ever get my YouTube channel built up to how you did yours, and I start making some money from it, I want to protect my videos, because my goal is to get healthy and to help other people to get healthy by following along with my YouTube journey, just the way I'm following along at yours, Jess. And so last night when I was at Shoreland Farms, when I did that sun-lapse video last night, one of my Facebook friends, Dion, she said, Ron, I'd like to meet you, and I said, sure. And I said, well, I'm going down to Shoreland Farms, and she's from Leominster, and she don't know anybody from Leominster. So, she came down, I was in a gazebo, and I was doing some sun-lapse photography. She brought her kids. She got 4 beautiful kids. She's a very beautiful lady. And I talked to her last night for a little while, and I found a rock that said, don't worry, take charge. And I said, you know what? I know this rock, why this rock is here. So I grabbed a hold of that rock that was on the ground. And incidentally, people have been doing rocks, and they've been painting them, and they leave them all over our city. And I said, you know what? This rock is meant for her. So I gave it to her, and I said, Dion, this rock was meant for you. And I think she was really touched by that. And so I thought that was really cool. And so that's a little bit about me. I'm looking forward to my next month to see where we go and how far I can take my weight down to. But my goal is to get healthy. I want to get down to about 180, but I would be happy if I could get down to 200 and just be healthy. And so these are the things I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going to Las Vegas and visit my aunt, and I got relatives in California. I'd love to go out there and just explore a little bit. But so these are some of the things we're looking forward to. And I'm going to close now by saying, remember, you are amazing. Have a good month.